Jason.
Yeah, I'll jump in that, and then we can jump onto the sports stuff.
I'm that flight that you get on. International. First class seat on my
I'm so glad you guys are back.
Riding comfortable.
So we,
Yeah.
at least from this perspective, I mean, we didn't want to return because of the holiday.
And then I'm 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'm gone.
Yeah, he's off the Cabo.
I'm gone tomorrow for a week. What are you going to do by yourself, Rick? You know, like look at yourself in the mirror?
Why
the
is everybody
two-handed
asking me that?
I don't know.
I mean, your brother asked the same thing. So I'm capable of, functioning. Now, he may not,
For what?
if you were by yourself.
I've been by myself most of my entire life, so.
No, that's true. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Buddies, Booze, Banter's Unfiltered Conversations. I am Rick.
I'm Michael.
I'm Alex.
And we also have Kara.
Hello.
Hi, Kara.
It's great to be back in the studio. As you know, we probably did we did actually do a episode when we were in the Dominican Republic.
We did one.
I just said that.
I know. We would have done more, but you just only wanted to do one.
Well, the funny thing about it, he was bothering me the entire time. When are we going to do the podcast? When are we going to do the podcast? Well, I mean, I was also disappointed because I knew the audio wouldn't be the best, just simply because the microphones would have. But
God,
It wasn't good.
excuse after excuse.
What's up?
The audio sucked.
Oh, absolutely did. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I listened to it and it's just like, okay, it was okay.
It wasn't perfect, and he's got to have everything perfect.
Well, no,
How
not
long did
everything's
How long did
perfect.
you fuck with it? That's what I want to know. How long were you like, no, it's not right. It's not right. I got to get it right.
Actually, I didn't.
Everybody just sit.
I didn't. I didn't even edit it. I literally just posted it. I mean,
You can tell. I'm not dogging you. We knew it was going to be like that, so it's
yeah,
fine.
no.
I mean, because we were going to have another one, have my brother and sister-in-law on it, but no, he didn't want to do it.
That's not true.
Did we do one?
No, but you were drunk the last night.
No, I wasn't.
You were trashed the last night.
No.
It was a Mavs game, and you were just knocking those crowns back and forth. I was like, we had sushi the last night.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he was harassing the server, first of all, and we was like, oh, and then he started drinking wine on top of the actual crown. So, of course, he's like, I'm going back to the room. Because he wanted to watch a Mavs game, which is cool,
Right.
But yeah, you were toasted.
No.
Yes, you were.
No.
You don't even remember half the stuff. Do you remember me texting you saying, "Hey, come to your brother's room"?
I remember that.
Yeah. He doesn't remember walking with us back to the rooms. He's like, "No, I went by myself." No, you didn't.
No, I went one way and they went the other way.
No, you didn't.
Unlimited drink package.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
It's all inclusive.
And the best thing about it is that we said on the podcast, they had Belvedere, they actually had Crown Royal at most of the bars that we frequented, so we were extremely happy.
But
I know, you especially, I'm sure.
But the one that was toasted the most was my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
I mean, the first two nights, oh my God, she was toasted.
Yeah, I mean-
you can tell when she's at the pool, she's wanting to buy, shots.
Tequila.
For
And, she obviously doesn't do very well with tequila, but
Right.
it was absolutely funny. I mean, she survived the first night.
Yeah.
She went to dinner.
Yeah. Second
She didn't
night,
make it to dinner the
She didn't
second
make it to
night.
dinner.
Yeah, that was so funny. But again, I mean, he was already up in the room, and we were still down in the pool area, and she literally was people that she didn't even know. I mean, although it's preferred area, she's passing out shots to them inside the pool, tequila shots. So she was just definitely having a great time.
Well,
so.
but then also Rick was a little toasted too, because they all wanted to go to the hot tub.
No, the first night I was. The first full day I was toasted. Because I'm not a sugary type drinker, but I was doing
But it was like
mudslides.
Michelle and Rick were both toasted. Oh, we got to get to the hot tub. We got to get to the hot tub.
And we
gotta
did go
get
to the hot tub.
And got to the hot tub, but we still had our stuff, the chairs. And me and my brothers said, we're going to grab the stuff now because I'm not going to walk all the way back up there and have to carry my
It
wife back
literally
to the
was
room.
like maybe 50 feet.
Right.
But we had all brought it, and then when we got there, my sister-in-law didn't even realize we brought everything back to the room.
Oh, neither did I. Because I thought I left my little tumbler down there. Obviously, I brought it upstairs and didn't even realize it. So it's all good. I mean, we were on vacation. We had a good time. It was all
a fun
inclusive.
trip.
Yeah, great resort. There's no doubt about it. For a brand new resort that opened in January and still working out the kinks, I can't complain at all.
No, it was an amazing resort. We were on the resort the whole entire time, except for the time we did the Doom Buggies.
Yeah.
and the dune buggies were a blast.
Oh, they were. I mean, it was all about mud because they actually had rained 3 days leading up to it. Was it Wednesday we did it?
I think so. I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah. No, it was Thursday.
Or Thursday.
It was
Wednesday or
Thursday.
Thursday.
So we got there Monday night. It was raining. We got there Tuesday. I'd say good two times it rained really hard on Tuesday.
2 days. For 2 days in a row, it rained pretty hard.
But it was like sporadic.
Yeah.
Sporadic. So the fields were muddy. I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 inches of water.
Nasty.
That was great.
I sent you a few pictures. So
You did?
And
to my
on
phone?
the phone.
Just now. But also,
Like, I don't remember seeing
Yeah,
any
no,
pictures.
just now. So if you wanted to kind of
if those T-shirts look a color, they were actually white. We all wore white specifically.
Yeah.
And we had gotten them from the resorts. They were not white by the time we were done.
Oh, this
And-
dune buggy photo looks cool.
Well, these are done by a professional photographer who was there
not
with
the
us.
the one about the dune buggy, not the one about with me with my dirty shirt.
Oh, no.
That one was white. Is what
That
you're
was-
saying.
That
white.
is supposed to have been white.
Nice.
Pure white. Not like, an off-white. Pure white. Because the resort gave his brother all shirts for us.
Right.
And we were like, well, he came up with that just like, let's wear them to Dune Buggy. I mean, we'll definitely see the mud. And we definitely did. But,
And we threw them away when we were done.
yeah, at the actual place.
I imagine
Yeah,
you
keep
would.
them, why not?
No.
Well, because we could have gotten more T-shirts. Of
I had a
those
full
fine
change
ones.
of clothes there, trust me.
Of course you did.
But I mean, it was like you would go through these mud puddles, and it would come from the bottom up. And I mean, your legs, your arms,
Yeah.
your hair. I mean, I had
He
mud
had
in
it
my
caked
ears.
in his ear. I mean, caked in his ear. You know, the people who were coming back on the opposite side of the ones who really got you. I mean, the mud just went up everywhere. There's no doubt about it. I actually was in the tail end of it. You know, I'd started in the tail end of it. Then my carburetor went down, so they had to fix that. And then, actually, I was second to the end. And that person who was behind me, they got in front of me, and that was the worst fucking thing ever. I mean, this young couple, I don't know where the hell they were. They sure in the hell didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
And they had, if you see the pictures, I had the kind of like the wide dune buggy by myself. They had this like real narrow thing, and the girl's probably my size, and the guy's probably twice my size. And you could just see him going like this. I mean, he hit the fence a couple times. I mean, and then he couldn't drive. He'd stop constantly, especially because he was behind him. You know, I mean,
What?
no,
About
it
that?
wasn't your fault. It was his fault. He didn't know how to fucking drive.
Well, no.
You know, so eventually when they hit the fence, I was able to take him over.
But he was complaining that it's like, I didn't get to go through it fast enough and everything else as well. It's like,
I was not complaining that.
yes, you were.
I was saying he wasn't fast enough.
No, I'm talking about you. You were saying you weren't because it's like out of all 5 of us that went, he was the cleanest.
I was the cleanest.
I
So
mean,
clean.
his shirt.
But I was also even cleaner when I got back. The cleanest.
But it's like you learn to, like, the people in front of you just stop where the water's coming, let them go, so then that way you've got plenty of room to gun it and just go through it.
He's
And
absolutely right. You do that. The problem that I initially had, like I said, the carburetor. Then I had a carburetor issue again. So, I mean, the guy was tweaking it as we were going, probably for the first 30 minutes or so. And then the front guy, who was actually the kind of the leader of the pack, more or less, from the actual organization, his completely conked out too. So the guy behind me, who was driving his, shot all the way up there, ran all the way back there, and jumped on the back of mine. So I'm like, okay,
Was he cute?
No.
Okay, I was
He
just
thought about
asking.
it. He thought it's fine.
No. But I'm like, okay, do I really speed up and just drench him in this mud?
Yes!
Do I hit because I hit potholes, you know, when I'm in a dune buggy. I mean, I was a little bit more delicate, but once we got to the beach, he's like, I'm good.
Delicate?
I was.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, folks, it is actually Father's Day today, and
It is.
we do actually have a father at the table.
Happy Father's
Hi,
Day.
thanks.
I mean,
Should've
I'm a
done it in
dog.
the
I'm a
butt.
dog father, but that's about it. What's that?
I said should have done it in the butt.
Should have pulled out.
I'm just kidding.
No, it is Father's Day today, officially.
Yeah.
And that's like, I can't believe it's been 4 years since my dad passed away.
I know. It just seems like yesterday, to be honest with you.
I mean, we're in June now, so it was May in 2020.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years.
Midst of the pandemic.
Yep.
Literally in the midst of the pandemic. Of course, I reached out to my pops and I wished him happy Father's Day. And of course, he's like, it's Father's Day? I'm like, really, Dad? I mean, you don't remember? He goes, I knew it was coming up sometime. He's like, well, Mike, who's my brother, is like, his birthday's always around Father's Day. Did you not wish him happy birthday yesterday?
Well, but then did your brother say Happy Father's Day to him yet?
Oh, I'm sure he did. I mean, I don't think my oldest does because he doesn't really do that type of stuff.
Well, but if your dad didn't know his Father's Day, I'm assuming nobody had said that to him earlier in the day.
But again, I called earlier in the day, so
Okay.
Mike probably hadn't popped over yet.
Okay.
So I mean, Sundays is kind of like literally the day of rest for him, taking care of Dad. So I mean, I got to give it to him. Plus he was partying the day before. He was doing a cookout, so for his birthday. So good for him.
So, Alex, what'd you do for Father's Day?
So I took my kid rocket flying. Model
Rocket
rockets.
flying?
Model rockets.
What's that?
Yeah, model rocket. They're like small amateur model rockets.
They're probably pretty intense nowadays, compared to when I was a kid.
Yeah, I have one that's pretty intense or so.
Now, was
but
this for the kid or for you?
It's actually for my dad. So here's a photo.
It was for your dad?
Yeah, so this is something that I used to do with my father, was shoot model rockets when I was
cool.
Henry's age. So then, yes, I took Henry, but it was really to fulfill my dad's cup.
Yeah, as he gets old, I don't think Henry will be into that stuff. Do something that he'd enjoy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we did.
That's it. Nothing else.
Gosh, what else
Did you
I do?
have
I
lunch
don't know.
with them or?
Yeah, break bread.
Yeah, we had dinner. I went to my parents' house and had dinner, made steaks, and then I went to the other side today, and I napped twice between all of that.
Yeah,
and I also worked.
Napping's good.
And now I'm here with you guys.
Even better.
Yep, definitely so.
Way to end the evening.
Yep. And then I'll sneak out overnight and head to Vegas.
You got a red eye?
No. My flight's not till 3, but I'll probably leave the house by 4 o'clock in the morning.
No comment. No comment. Peanut Gallery's going to say shut up.
I haven't heard anybody say shut up yet.
I just did.
Okay.
I just did. Well, I'm glad you had a good Father's Day. Mike, you want to jump on some sports stuff because, I mean...
Sports.
You know I'm a huge Mavs and Stars fan because I have tickets.
And that's true.
Obviously the Dallas Stars are out of the finals. And Edmonton were kicking ass last night, especially at that tail end of the score. But also the Dallas Mavs are still in.
I don't know if we told you the story. So Brian and I went to the Stars game.
Right, I
the
remember
same
that.
one Michael did, right? And do you remember the text messages that were going back and forth? And we were like, hey, what section are you in or
Right,
whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So here's what actually happened. So we walked into Platinum Club. We went up the stairs, the stairs, right? Turned to
escalator?
left. Yes. No. The stairs. The mini stairs.
Yeah, the one that the
That
round
goes
upstairs.
to the suites.
Yes,
Yeah.
that goes
Okay.
to the suites because I was in the suites. So
Yeah.
I went up the little stairs, made a left, went down like 4 or 5 units, and went in there. Okay, so we're hanging out. I texted I texted Michael. I said, "Hey,
Damn, you just slammed me.
No,
meet
you were texting all of us.
yeah, I was texting everybody.
I mean,
So
there
I
was no
like,
reason to include me
Hey,
in the text
we'll meet
message,
you. We'll meet you at intermission, right? So I told Brian. I said, "Well, I think it's like on the other side of her." So here's what actually happened. We walked to those stairs, those little
Yes.
stairs, and we went left
behind the bar?
Behind,
Yeah,
right behind the bar.
went. Yeah. So I'm making a very long story long, but
It's
we
true.
went
Clearly.
all the way around the entire stadium and came all the way back. And Brian's like, I think we're back where we started. I'm like,
Brian
oh.
got his exercise
Yeah,
that day.
I think so. So the punchline was we didn't realize that we were actually just right above you. So we walked
I
the
mean,
whole entire staircase.
Literally, the bar is
Right
situated
there.
Right.
in front
So you
of
know the
stairs.
little cake bar next to it?
Yes.
That's where we were going to
Yeah,
buy
because
drinks.
you get the
whole
stairwells in
time.
front of the cake and the bar.
Right.
In between them.
Well, and it's like I stand right there where you can see
Right on the
me.
edge the entire time.
Right. So we literally
Now,
just
but of
didn't-
course, in fairness, the stairs actually dumps out on the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
Right, true.
So he didn't see you standing there.
I didn't see him stand there.
But I was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
So what we could have done was, hey,
I'm pretty
anyone
sure
need
all
a
my-
refill and met up at the bar the whole game.
Yeah, you should have. I'm pretty sure my trips to the games are over for this season.
What games?
Which is there's a possibility of one more game.
Yes, that's true, and we're going to have it.
one
The
more.
Mavs?
I think so.
We have another game.
No, in Boston.
Oh,
Tomorrow night.
I
but
don't think we're going to.
I think there's a strong possibility. I was watching the outtake after the game the other night. Jason Wheeler did a kind of like background profile on Luka. Went back to Slovenia, talked to his other coaches, and went back to Spain and talked to his coaches there when he actually went over there to play there. And they said, if you have Luka on the actual court, extremely calm, watch out.
And not complaining.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when he
And
complains, it
that's
drives me
exactly
nuts.
how he was last game.
So I'm going to see what the spread is for tomorrow. If you want to give me money, you can.
But this is my take or whatever.
I think I have like $5 left over from my tips the other.
I mean,
when I was
It's
tipping out
plus
people.
220.
Dallas was
What does that
Dallas was down 3-0.
What that means is if you give me $100 bill on the Mavericks to win, you would win plus 320. So your net would be $220. So the plus 220 is for every $100 you bet, you win that amount.
That doesn't even seem worth it.
What? You said you're so sure that
I mean, if
they're
I
gonna
want to win, I want to win big.
Yeah, well, you can put 1,000 on it
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
and win $2,200.
Yeah, I'm not doing
But
that.
my take is, okay, Dallas lost the first 3 games. They were down 0-3. And I was there for game 3 and just played. I mean, first 3 games, we've just played bad.
Yeah.
I was there for game 4, and then it's like I did not realize, it did not hit me until I walk into the stadium getting close to my seats, that if Dallas loses this game, game 4, then I'm going to have to see the ceremony of Boston getting the trophy. And I go, oh,
for
shit,
the
I don't want to see
the
that.
19th time.
And so then, I mean, and so that game is, I mean, Dallas kicked ass from the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's
I
like-
don't think Boston even came to play.
I mean, at the point, at one, it was like maybe 10-10 at one point.
Well, I think Boston had the lead maybe for literally like
Yeah, it's like
5 minutes.
but the very beginning or whatever. But then Dallas would go, and they were hitting their threes, they were hitting their shots. Boston wasn't doing much. I mean, we get up by 20, and it's like I'm still nervous because I've been to too many games where you can be up 20 one minute and down 20 the next minute. You just can't let them get in a roll. And so I'd say we got to make our shots. We got to make our shots. We'd miss one. Then the next time I said we got to make our shots, and we ended up making our shots. We got up by 40. I mean,
at 1.45.
I know, and we ended up winning by I think it was 38 points or
38
whatever.
points, which is actually the largest spread on an actual finals game for a win.
So I mean, so it's like I know that it's like no team has ever come back being down 3 to win the finals or win any playoff
Right.
game in the NBA.
But sometimes history has to be made by someone
but
doing
it's gonna,
it.
But so sooner or later, it's gonna happen,
Why not now?
and it could be now because it's like in the NCAA.
So give me $100. Let's go.
in the NCAA tournament.
on.
I'm not a gambler, you know that.
There'd been no number 1 team lose to a number 16, and then
At
it
least not
finally
on, like,
happened.
Betting night. I mean, I gamble on other things in life, but
I mean, the key that I look right now is Dallas has the team that if they play well, they can do it.
well, if they're in the mindset that they were the other night, they can really
So
do
it's
something.
like at
Boston.
least after that game, they know they can win. If they beat Boston tomorrow night, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Boston now because then they come back to Dallas for Game 6. And again, I know it's anything happen, but it's just like sports is on a roll, and when you get on a roll,
Yeah, but why did they lose? You were there.
because Luka was
I
not
didn't
being a
watch the
team
game.
leader,
Luka basically is
being a pussy.
he's just there complaining. And he thinks there's games he'll be out there, and every time he thinks he gets fouled, which he might, but it's like he's expecting the referees to call
Well,
it.
any foul.
And then it's like
Any
he
foul.
complains and complains, and it just takes it from the team.
Now-
and then he feels like he has to do everything and just throw a shot here and there
Now,
and everything else.
like I said
and
in the
not
last
playing
po-
a team.
Like I said in the last podcast, arrogance makes winners. There's no doubt about it. You know?
Game 3 was his worst because worse. And matter of fact, if you look at it I saw this on a report. I didn't realize it until I saw it. It's like in the fourth quarter for the first 3 games, Luka had more fouls and turnovers than he did free throws. Field goals.
Game 3 was the worst.
But I mean, he was averaging like 3 points in the fourth quarter. That is not Luka or whatever. And Game 4, I mean, and number one is if you looked at after Game 3, I mean, all the press was just giving him shit, being a baby and all this other stuff. And when he took his last foul, which is like, and then he was yell at the bench to challenge it. Whereas like, why challenge it? You fouled him.
Yeah.
It was just like he complained and he was a brat and everything else is, and the media just called him on it. And it's just like Game 4, he basically was a totally different person. He was focused. He was playing more team game and everything else is, and it showed. And if they can continue to do that, they've got a shot. It's a long shot, but I still think it's anything's possible.
Well, nobody's going to win with that shirt of yours. At least I'm wearing the team shirt.
What, the green?
I'm wearing blue.
I'm wearing the one. This is the one Michael bought me, or he got.
We got for free.
Well, no, he bought it. He paid for a whole season.
Now,
Yeah, it's true.
Now, okay, but then as you look at hockey or whatever, Florida was up 3-0.
Same
Same
situation.
And what's interesting is I saw a news story where there's a player that plays for the Florida Panthers on hockey and the Boston Celtics in basketball, and these two guys were friends in high school. And they're both now in the finals. Both teams were both up 3-0. And then Edmonton, they played Game 4 last night in Edmonton, and Edmonton just killed Florida. They beat them 8-1. Unbelievable. I mean, so it's like anything can happen. Sports is on a roll, and it's like Dallas did something that could change the momentum. Because then I was hearing some people saying is Boston basically wanted to lose.
I swear to God, this is my first drink.
They said Boston wanted to lose, so then that way they could win it at home.
I don't think that's.
I'm just saying is that's what
I
some
think
people,
they came to the game thinking they had it in the bag.
Yeah, that's what some people are saying is, but it's like you might never get the chance. I can remember, what was it, 2006. The Dallas Mavericks were in the finals playing Miami. They played the first two games in Dallas. They won. They were up 2-0. Game 3, they were up by 20 points in the fourth quarter and ended up losing it. And then didn't win another game and lost the series 4-2. So it's like anything can happen. So it's just like we set ourselves up. So it's like tomorrow night's game's going to be big. If we can pull it off, it's going to put more and more pressure on Boston.
Yeah, I think that if Luka comes to the table and plays and actually has the focus that he did on this last game, if you look at this last game, Game 4, Luka and Kyrie didn't even play the fourth quarter. And it's because the other team members, their morale was high. Mm-hmm. And they were three-pointer dunkers. You name it, they were doing it. Mm-hmm. And really, and those two are the team leaders. And when they're off, and you got Crybaby, and then you got the other one blaming himself only, that brings the entire morale of the entire team down.
Right.
So I think if they go into Boston, because they're going into hostile territory.
Right.
Boston is hostile. Mm-hmm. So if they actually can get into that arena and actually pull it off again, which I personally believe that there is a good chance they will.
Well, because like I said,
split it with me 50-50.
You are definitely trying to get me to gamble with money, aren't you?
Come on, I'll spend the money on you. That's fine if we win.
What do you mean spend the money on me?
We'll together go get fucked up at the bar. I won't spend it on the rose package with Brian this week.
We'll talk afterwards. We'll see. I may take a lot more convincing still.
So, what time do you? You leave. You said you leave at 3 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but
3
I've got a full day.
3
So I'll be
p.m.
at the airport all
but
day.
he's scamming out his house at 4
No.
a.m.
But I'm going to say, but what time do you land in Vegas?
So it's about a 3-hour thing. So it's I'll get there at.
You're going to get there just as the game is starting.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I would land at 6 Central. The game's at 7:30. Yeah, I have an hour to get to my place.
Or it's 8:30, isn't it?
Yeah, I got time. It's fine. Yeah,
8:30 Eastern, isn't it?
I'll be at Circa.
It's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And what is?
But he's talking about placing the bet before then.
What I can't remember is
Yeah,
Vegas.
place the bet
Vegas.
when I
2
land.
hours behind.
It's 2 hours. It's
behind.
Pacific. It's Pacific time, isn't it?
I know it's Mountain, isn't it?
No, it's Pacific.
No, Pacific's 3 hours behind us.
Okay, who goes to
No,
Vegas
2.
literally all the time?
2.
I don't because I
Central.
hate it. Okay.
All right, so
I'm wrong.
You said it's a 3-hour flight, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
like
God,
2
he's
hours
really-
and 40 minutes.
Why we got to
All
get
right.
so technical?
Well, no, because it's just like, okay, if you leave at 3 o'clock, then it's going to be 6 o'clock. You're going to land 6 o'clock Central time.
Right.
So it's like about an hour and a half before the game.
And the airports were closed, so he's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Where were you staying this time?
Circa the first night, the D after
Circus?
that.
Is that like that circus thing?
No.
No, that's Circus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
that's an
Circa-
old kiddie.
Circa is downtown.
Yeah, it's downtown.
Well, no. Circus is a white trash thing.
And then the last night I'm staying at the Durango, which I've always wanted to stay at the Durango.
I've heard good things about
I
it.
snuck in the pool last time.
So
we did.
why are you switching? so many times.
It's cheaper depending on where you goes.
No, it's free.
See?
The
Cheaper.
whole week. Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah, because we only get so many free nights in a row.
Okay.
Because
property.
Brian
Certain resorts.
gambles.
Brian gambles.
Hey, as long as he's winning, that's all that matters. That's for sure.
So let's root for the Mavs tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And
You
if
going
they-
to be here watching it? Here?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll FaceTime
I'm assuming
you.
so, unless I have a better offer.
I'll
And
FaceTime
then-
you and I'll
and then
just stick you out next to my drink.
I'm hoping I'm at the AAC on Thursday.
Yeah.
We hope for you too.
What's that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I'm definitely hoping you're going to
Yeah,
get that.
no, I think it. I mean, I hope it wins. I just don't
Hope
think
it
will.
wins?
Yeah.
Hope they win.
Hope they win. I hope they win.
I think they have a hell of a chance.
I mean, they have a chance.
I think it's more than the 50%. To be honest with you, I'm not going to put a percentage on it, but I definitely think it's more than 50%.
I just know Game 4 showed the Mavs how well they can play well as a team.
That they can do it.
And that they can. They did not do it for the first 3 games, and there's going to be a lot of pressure on Boston to win it.
Well, yeah, you saw the outtakes of the press when they were, doing the press conferences. They're very humble, with the exception of one of them who's a little arrogant, but they're like, "Well, Dallas just played better." Well, yeah, no fucking dude, they did. You didn't come
Right.
to play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they literally missed almost every shot they tried from the third quarter on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
kinda fun.
They only shot like 35% the whole entire game.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
made it 35% of that.
Well, I said they shot 35%.
Yeah, they shot a lot more than that.
What do you mean?
They only made 35% of the shots.
I know, that's what I said.
Okay, whatever.
I said they shot 35% during the game.
So they had 35% of their actual shots.
This is his first string since trip, and it's hitting him. Bam!
This is my first drink since the DR. He's actually had quite a few since the DR.
Because I drink at the game.
Yeah, he does.
Well, Kara couldn't even see straight by the end of the night last week.
That's
didn't even know what
you got to
time zone
have
she
those
was in.
every so often. You got to have those every so often.
The last time I think that happened was
With me,
was it?
yes, you
When?
threw up in the parking lot at
Oh,
Maverick.
no, Drunken Donkey. Was it Maverick?
And then we went to Drunken
Oh,
Donkey
then
the
we
same
went
night.
Reverse it.
You're like, I'm fine. I can still do this.
How many minutes are we on?
We're at 27.
All right, well, we just got a couple more topics, and we'll just kind of cut
Well,
it
let's
off.
just let's
We're
hit-
good. We can do another episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do it.
I just don't- I
think
just don't wanna
it's-
roll
it's
it into 40, 50
long.
minutes.
Yeah, let's cut and,
And then we can-
redo.
So what? I mean, but what do you want to do?
Let's
That's what we
just,
just said.
we're in it on the high. The Mavs. We want everybody root for the Mavs.
There you
This
go.
is a
Everybody
great
root for
way.
the
This is a
Mavs.
great way to end it because we don't need to end it on anything sorrier and.
Oh no, because the rest are
positive.
just going to be slamming somebody. One of my favorite people. So
we don't need to do that on this
Favorite
episode.
person
This
to
is
slam.
this is a good episode. It's a feel good episode. It's Father's Day.
Yeah, I can actually
We
post this
talked about-
tomorrow.
We talked about the Mavs. We talked about our trips. So it's been all good.
Yeah,
so this
Michael
has
won't
been
shut up.
This has been a positive podcast. So we don't want to put any downers
and he's
on it.
sober. Usually, it's only when
Yeah,
he's drunk.
I'm looking at your drinks. All 3 of you need refills.
Yeah,
I know.
well, when he's drunk, he doesn't shut up, but he's actually not shutting up, and he's sober.
I know.
He's excited.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Trust me, I think he's really enjoying the whole podcast thing nowadays. Because he's like, when are we gonna do one? What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, I think Brian was here the last couple sessions.
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
oh, no,
My
do not bring that up.
My replacement.
Do not bring that
I was
up.
just about to
He's
say,
my replacement.
just got
he's-
over
Do
that.
not bring that up
Oh
because
my
I got
gosh.
slammed in the
He's
DR about
No,
that.
I just
We're
said
gonna
it.
we're gonna
It's
bring
my-
that's
it's
gonna
my
be the opener for the
replacement,
next
so
session.
go
So if
right
you're
ahead.
tuning
He
into the next
slammed me.
session,
He's like, you replaced me.
We'll
I just
regroup
went in to
on
watch
how
the
that
game
went.
and came back, and somebody was already in my spot. It's like, yeah, because you were watching the game.
Well, that's fine.
Do you not remember giving
my
him your seat?
No, I did.
Willingly. Willingly.
Willingly. And it's like, I
Oh,
wasn't-
no, he
I
says
wasn't-
willingly now.
No,
but
I was like willingly, and that's
in
like,
the DR, he's saying, I did it.
I said I got replaced. I said, okay, fine, replace me.
Anyways, thanks for
take
joining
my
us for this
fan club
episode
with
of
me if
Buddies,
I get
Boys,
replaced.
Banters, Unfiltered Conversations. I am Rick.
I'm Michael.
I'm Alex.
Go Mavs.
Go Mavs! Don't wear a green shirt, maybe, and they'll win.
This
Yeah, because
is-
that's Celtics.
Seriously, you're really fucking this
It's
up.
also
the
Dallas
original
Stars.
Mavs were green.
No,
What is your
they're out already.
too?
I know, but I'm.
That's the Celtics color.
Well, but it's like the original
Shame on you.
Mavs were
Seriously,
green.
shame on you.
Shame.
But
Shame.
I'm not
Shame.
wearing
Wait till the
mine.
fan mail hears
Shame.
about this.
Shame.